But what kind of really drew me into this industry was the ability to connect the dots between people, strategy, and driving organizational impact. Here at CGP, I lead the executive search team in Singapore. We focus on mid to senior executive placements across a wide range of functions. Recruitment was actually my second career. Before that, I was in market research and consulting. I still recall I stumbled into recruitment about 10 years ago, and back then I was fresh out of school and had the opportunity to interview at an executive recruiting firm. Back then I went in with my eyes wide open, to be honest, with little expectations. But what kind of really drew me into this industry was the ability to connect the dots between people, strategy, and driving organizational impact. What was really interesting was also the ability to help leaders solve strategic talent challenges. And ultimately, the joy came from delivering measurable strategic impact to advise candidates on their career and clients on their hiring decisions. I took a leap of faith and since then ventured into the world of talent advisory, and that was how it all started. Over the last 5 years, the talent market has shifted significantly. We have seen leadership profiles evolving, talent pools becoming more global and competitive. Also, we have been noticing organizations ramping up their internal capabilities with increased cost pressures, and also some of the trends are seeing us transition into a greater data-driven ecosystem. The reality is that conversations around offshoring of functions and roles have already started even before the AI boom, which is also why as we head into 2026, we feel that the industry is at an inflection point where consultants are evolving into strategic advisors who prioritize skills-based hiring over traditional credentials. However, even with all of the trends that's also happening on the AI front, we believe that in our industry, what truly remains at the core of all is actually our people. The pandemic was a major turning point. It not only changed how companies operated, but it also altered the expectations from leadership. And through these times, we realized that trust really mattered. I found that while empowering my teams and giving them the autonomy, it allowed them to achieve the right outcomes and the desirable results. And then there's also the other piece on psychological safety. That became a survival skill. More often than not, we started questioning ourselves about the market, but it was also an opportunity for us to learn and focus more on growth while staying committed to unlearning and relearning as the market evolved. As companies become more cautious in their hiring, they are becoming even more selective about who they partner with. We have also been noticing a greater expectation on speed, accuracy, and also a level of service that is commercially viable for them. Hence for us, it's about staying curious about the market, sharp in our assessment, and above all, having that mental agility to navigate changing requirements and expectations of us. If someone's thinking about a career in executive recruitment today, I'll emphasize two qualities. One, the agility to absorb new ideas and to pivot when required. Two, the resilience to bounce back from setbacks. Why? Because recruitment can be intense. We face a lot more challenges, and many times we face rejections and delays. And sometimes through all these challenges, you may even question yourself whether this is the right career for yourself. What makes it all worthwhile are really the wins, the impact you drive across all walks of life, and more importantly, the relations you build over the years as well. So one thing remains clear. If you are curious, open to change, and committed to learning, recruitment might be a career for you. Here at CGP, I lead the executive search team in Singapore. In my 8 years with the business, I've witnessed how the organization has progressed not just in size, but also in terms of how our employees are kept engaged with the right momentum and platform to be entrepreneurs in their own right. Over time, we have created opportunities for people to build ventures, lead initiatives, and also to fulfill their entrepreneurial dreams. What I love most about working here in CGP is a close-knitted team. Many of our people have stayed long-term, not just in Singapore, but regionally. And it's not just because of the incentives, but also because of the ownership, respect, and learning. What I like most here is really the opportunity to challenge yourselves, push your boundaries, and to grow individually. Here at CGP, we are more than a workplace, we are a team. This is my story, and if passion and grit are part of your DNA, I'd love to hear your story.